Imagine this. A dear friend says, just eat this one fruit, and your prostate will shrink. It sounds so simple. Almost too good to be true. But is it? Or could this be another health myth that keeps people from getting the help they really need? Many older men quietly deal with uncomfortable changes. Waking up several times at night to urinate. That sudden, urgent need to find a bathroom when out with friends. The feeling that the bladder never fully empties. These are common, but they can steal away good sleep, confidence, and freedom to enjoy life. This conversation today is not about fear. It is about hope, real hope, based on science, not on hype. By the end of this time together, there will be a clearer understanding of what actually helps, what is just clever marketing, and what simple daily steps can protect the health of the prostate for years to come. If you or someone you love is over 55, this message is especially for you, because the prostate is like a silent partner in a man's health. It works quietly for decades. And then, for many, it starts to change with age. Knowing what is fact and what is fiction could save unnecessary worry, wasted money, and in some cases, prevent serious complications. So, take a comfortable seat, perhaps a warm drink in hand, and let's explore this together, gently and clearly, one step at a time. By the end, it will be easier to spot false promises, and easier to take real action toward better health. Are you ready to see if one magical fruit truly exists? Or if the truth is even better than the myth? The prostate is a small gland, about the size of a walnut, sitting just below the bladder. Its main job is to help in reproduction, quietly working in the background for most of a man's life. But like many parts of the body, it changes with time. After about the age of 50 to 55, certain hormones begin to shift. Testosterone, which has been steady for years, slowly declines. At the same time, the body converts some of that testosterone into a stronger form called DHT, dihydrotestosterone. Think of DHT as a fertilizer for the prostate. Too much for too long, and the gland starts to grow. Just like a small plant that keeps getting extra water and nutrients until it outgrows its pot. For some men, this growth is slow and gentle. For others, it can happen more quickly, leading to a condition known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. This is not cancer, but it can still bring uncomfortable symptoms. Trouble starting to urinate, a weak flow, the feeling of not fully emptying the bladder, and frequent trips to the bathroom at night. Mr. Howard, a retired teacher of 68, once said it felt like his bladder had become a leaky faucet. He loved gardening, but bending and standing up again would trigger the need to rush indoors. It frustrated him, but it often begins with a catchy headline: one fruit proven to shrink your prostate. It spreads quickly in emails, on social media, and even in friendly conversations. It sounds natural, safe, and easy. So why wouldn't someone want to believe it? The most common fruit named in these claims is the saw palmetto berry. Some videos and articles promise that eating it, or taking it in pill form, can make an enlarged prostate shrink back to normal size. Others mention tomatoes, pomegranates, or pumpkin seeds as magic solutions. While these foods can be healthy for the heart and overall wellness, scientific studies tell a different story about their effect on prostate size. According to large clinical trials, saw palmetto did not perform better than a placebo in reducing symptoms or shrinking the gland. Tomatoes and pomegranates are rich in antioxidants, but research has not shown them to reverse an enlarged prostate. Pumpkin seed oil may ease some urinary discomfort, yet it does not shrink the gland itself. In other words, these natural products can be part of a balanced diet, but they are not a cure. Mr. Lewis, 72, spent months eating large amounts of a particular fruit after hearing a neighbor's success story. When his symptoms worsened, his doctor explained that his prostate had grown even larger. It wasn't the fruit's fault, it simply was never proven to do what the claims promised. Here's the takeaway. Natural foods are valuable for overall health, but it's important to separate healthy eating from medical treatment. Real solutions for prostate enlargement need to be based on strong scientific evidence, not just hopeful stories. When it comes to actually shrinking an enlarged prostate, research points clearly to certain medical treatments. These are not miracle cures, but they have been tested in thousands of men and shown to work over time. One proven group of medicines is called 5-alpha-reductase inhibitors. They work by lowering the amount of DHT, the hormone that fuels prostate growth. With less fertilizer, the gland can slowly shrink, often over several months, easing pressure on the bladder and urinary passage. Names like finasteride and dutasteride are examples of this type. These are usually prescribed when the prostate is noticeably enlarged. Another group is alpha blockers. They don't shrink the gland, but they relax the muscles around it, making it easier for urine to flow. Relief can be felt within days or weeks. Sometimes, doctors use both types together, one for quick comfort, the other for long-term change. For some men, daily low-dose tadalafil, a medicine better known for treating erectile difficulties, can also improve urinary symptoms. And if medicines are not enough, there are minimally invasive procedures and surgeries that can give lasting relief. Think of it like fixing a clogged garden hose. Sometimes you loosen the kink, that's the alpha blocker. Other times you reduce the water pressure so it doesn't swell and block the flow again. That's the 5-alpha reductase inhibitor. Both can be useful, and sometimes both are needed together. The key message is this: real solutions are rarely as simple as eating one special food. They come from understanding the cause, choosing the right treatment, and making changes that protect the prostate for the long run. Sometimes it's not just the prostate itself causing trouble. Daily habits can quietly make urinary symptoms worse, even when the gland is only slightly enlarged. Drinking large amounts of coffee or tea in the afternoon or evening can lead to more nighttime bathroom trips. Both caffeine and alcohol act as bladder stimulants, making the urge to urinate stronger and harder to control. Even some soft drinks can have the same effect. Another common habit is drinking a lot of fluids right before bedtime. While staying hydrated is important, loading the bladder at night almost guarantees more waking and less restful sleep. Spreading fluid intake throughout the day can make a big difference. Holding urine for long periods can also strain the bladder. It's like letting a balloon overinflate. The muscles may weaken over time, making control harder. Similarly, being inactive for long hours can lead to slower circulation, which may increase swelling in the lower body and bladder area. Mr. Carter, 70, loved his evening television time with 2 cups of strong tea. He thought waking up 4 times a night was just part of getting older. When he switched to herbal tea without caffeine in the evening and stopped drinking after 8 p.m., his nighttime trips dropped to twice a night. That meant better sleep, more energy, and a brighter mood during the day. Small adjustments can have big effects. Limiting bladder irritants, pacing fluid intake, and avoiding long stretches without movement can all ease symptoms without any medicine at all. While many prostate symptoms are mild and manageable, some changes signal that it's time to seek medical help right away. Ignoring these warning signs can lead to serious problems. One of the most urgent signs is being unable to pass urine at all. This is called urinary retention, and it can cause severe pain and damage to the bladder or kidneys. It often needs immediate treatment, sometimes in an emergency setting. Blood in the urine is another red flag. Even if it happens only once and doesn't cause pain, it should always be checked. It could be linked to infection, stones, or other conditions that need attention. Frequent urinary tract infections in men are also a concern. They can be a sign that urine is not flowing freely, allowing bacteria to grow. Left untreated, these infections can spread and become dangerous. Other warning signs include fever with chills, sharp pain in the lower back or side, or swelling in the legs and feet. These can point to complications involving the kidneys or bladder. Consider Mr. Daniels, 74, who suddenly found himself unable to urinate late one evening. He tried waiting, hoping it would pass, but the pain grew worse. When he finally went to the hospital, doctors found severe retention that needed urgent relief. They told him that waiting any longer could have led to lasting kidney damage. The lesson is clear. Most prostate symptoms are slow and gradual, but when they change suddenly or come with these warning signs, it is always safest to get checked without delay. For many men, especially in the early stages of prostate enlargement, simple daily changes can bring real relief. These habits are gentle, safe, and often cost nothing. First, adjust fluid timing. Drink enough water during the day, but slow down after the late afternoon. This helps reduce nighttime bathroom trips and allows for deeper, more restful sleep. If thirst strikes in the evening, take small sips instead of full glasses. Second, practice timed voiding. This means going to the bathroom on a schedule, such as every 2 to 3 hours. Instead of waiting for a strong urge, it keeps the bladder from getting too full and makes emptying easier. Third, try double voiding. After urinating, wait a few moments and try again. This can help clear more urine from the bladder, reducing that uncomfortable, not empty feeling. Fourth, include gentle exercise in daily life. A brisk walk, light stretching, or even standing up and moving every hour can improve blood flow and reduce pressure in the lower body. Some men also benefit from pelvic floor exercises, sometimes called Kegels for men, to strengthen bladder control. And finally, pay attention to diet. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats support overall wellness and may help the body handle inflammation better. Avoid heavy, salty, or processed foods late in the day, which can increase thirst and lead to more fluid intake at night. Mr. Harris, 66, decided to set reminders on his phone to use the bathroom regularly. He cut back on evening soda and started walking after dinner. Within weeks, his urgency eased. His nights were quieter, and he felt more in control. Small steps, taken consistently, can make a big difference without a single pill. Many men look for natural ways to improve prostate health, and the supplement market is full of promises. Bottles with pictures of berries, seeds, and exotic plants claim to restore normal size, improve flow, and even reverse aging. But what does the research really say? Saw Palmetto, perhaps the most famous prostate supplement, has been studied in large clinical trials. Results show it is no better than a placebo. In shrinking the prostate or improving symptoms for most men, that means it may help a few individuals feel better, but it is not a reliable treatment. Pumpkin seed oil has shown some promise in reducing mild urinary discomfort. especially when combined with other plant extracts. Cranberry powder has been linked to fewer urinary symptoms in some studies. But again, there is no strong evidence that it actually makes the prostate smaller. These products are generally safe for most people, but they can be expensive, especially when taken for months or years. They may also interact with other medications, which is why it's important to check with a healthcare provider before starting any supplement. Think of supplements like gentle garden helpers. They may keep things tidy, but they cannot replace the main tools needed to truly reshape the garden. In the case of prostate health, those main tools are medical treatments and lifestyle changes that have been proven to work. Mr. Wallace, 71, once spent a large part of his pension on imported herbal capsules when his symptoms did not improve. His doctor explained the limited evidence behind them. By switching to affordable lifestyle adjustments and a prescribed medicine, he finally felt lasting relief without draining his savings. The message is simple. Supplements can play a small supporting role, but they should never be the only plan. His family noticed the change. His granddaughter asked, "Grandpa, why don't you come to the park anymore?" That question touched his heart. He realized he was slowly giving up parts of his life he loved. Encouraged by his son, Mr. Rahman visited a clinic. Tests confirmed an enlarged prostate. His doctor explained the options, some medical, some lifestyle-based. Mr. Rahman decided to try a combination, a prescribed medication to relax the prostate, a daily 20-minute walk, and a diet richer in fruits, vegetables, and nuts. He also added a small serving of pomegranate to his breakfast, a fruit known for its antioxidant power. Within 3 months, the difference was clear. Nighttime trips to the bathroom dropped to just 1 or 2. He had more energy, returned to his morning walks, and his smile was back. When asked what made the biggest difference, Mr. Rahman said, "It was realizing my health was worth the effort, and that small, steady changes can bring big results." His story is a reminder, it is never too late to take back control. With the right steps, the later years can still be active, joyful, and full of connection. Take a quiet moment right now. Think about your own daily life. Do you find yourself waking at night more than once or twice? Do you feel a constant need to find the bathroom when outside? Or perhaps you have simply adjusted to discomfort, telling yourself it's just part of getting older. The truth is, health changes after 55 are natural, but suffering in silence is not necessary. Small signs can be early whispers from the body, asking for attention before they become louder problems. Ask yourself, what is one small habit you could change today? Maybe it's adding more fresh fruit to your breakfast. Maybe it's reducing heavy, oily foods at dinner. Or perhaps it's making that long-postponed health check appointment. Think of your health like a garden. If weeds appear and are ignored, they take over, slowly choking the flowers. But if cared for regularly, the garden continues to bloom beautifully year after year. Your body is the same. With gentle, steady care, it can remain strong and active well into the later years. Remember, health is not about chasing perfection. It's about keeping the things you love, your hobbies, your walks, your conversations with family, possible for as long as you can. So pause, breathe, and make one promise to yourself today. It might be the beginning of your own inspiring story, before this time together comes to an end. Let's remember one simple truth. Our health is a gift that can be nurtured, even in later years. An enlarged prostate may be common after 55, but it is not an unchangeable fate. With the right habits, the right foods, and regular checkups, many men live active, comfortable lives for decades. If today's message has brought you new knowledge or hope, carry it into your daily routine. Choose one healthy change and start now. Small steps done consistently will always be more powerful than big changes made only once. Share this information with someone you care about. It could be a friend, a brother, a neighbor, because sometimes a simple conversation can inspire action. And if you've been delaying a checkup, see this as your gentle reminder. Your health is worth your time. Your comfort is worth the effort, and your life is worth protecting. Every chapter of life can be meaningful if we choose to live it with awareness and care. Stay connected with others, stay active, and never stop finding joy in the little things each day. Until we meet again, stay healthy, stay strong. Warm regards from me, for a happier and more meaningful life in your golden years. Thank you for spending these moments together. It has been a journey of learning, reflection, and encouragement. May the insights shared today stay with you, guiding your daily choices toward better health and comfort. Remember, caring for your body is an act of love, for yourself and for those who cherish you. When health is nurtured, life feels lighter, days feel brighter, and hope feels stronger. If you found value in this conversation, share it with someone who might need it. Your kindness could change their day or even their future. Stay healthy, stay motivated, and never stop believing that every stage of life can hold beauty, purpose, and joy. See you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay spirited. Warm regards from me, for a happier and more meaningful life in your golden years.